Hi, everybody. I am Emily DeSimone with the Garden State Film Festival, and here with me I have director Tom Ryan and star of the feature film Ramsey the Vandy Case, Jim Thalman, who plays the role of ex-cop and private investigator. Jim, Tom, how are you doing?
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Tom, I guess we'll jump on whenever he's able to. So congratulations on being a part of this project that was accepted into the Garden State Film Festival. And thank you so much for taking the time. I watched the film. I'm so excited to be asking you about everything that went into it, behind the scenes. But before I do you have anything you'd like to tell our viewers about the film?
Well, we do have our officials. It is Saturday night, March 25th at 9 p.m. at the Cranford Theater, and it is a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. We've screened other features there before. We love it. It's a quick jump from New York Penn Station. Train station is a block and a half away from the movie theater, so we hope all of our friends from both New York and New Jersey come out screen where she belongs.
Okay. So can you tell me about how did you find this film to audition for?
It Oddly enough, it happened the other way around. The film found me. So the writer, or one of the EPs rather, Christopher Suarez. He's a retired, and I had done a cop drama. I don't know about in which he was on that job. So we spent a lot of time just being donuts and lunch and chilling in the squad car between setups.
Okay.
And through the years, he sent me scripts that he's been working on, done. And then this came along, and it was by far the biggest and most ambitious. Jim, I wrote this for you. Tell me if you like it. So I read it. And I'm like, Chris, it's great, but are you guys finding it? Yeah, I've got a few partners. We're ready to go with this. We'd like to be shooting. Then it was a matter of, oh, this is a go. Let's attach the best in all the roles that really matter, not just in front of the camera, but especially behind the camera. He pulled off a magical feat without a doubt. Adjusting on the fly with this film because we were limited somewhat in finance and scheduling. So it was truly a passion project that we got a lot of phenomenal talent both behind it and especially because we did this during the pandemic. So it was able to some favors with actors that normally you see on network television. Cast you will recognize. And these are great actors are working all the time, but because of the pandemic, we were all between jobs. It's like, all right, let's shoot a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Off.
Okay, yeah, that was actually going to be my next question was, so you filmed during COVID. How do you think the pandemic affected the shoot?
Really affect the shoot at all. We were strict. I academic first hit. I quick tested with the World Health Organization and OSHA for COVID compliance. I'm like, okay, well, if this is going to be a thing, let me know what. And we ran all of our guys. We had a full staff of COVID compliance that were taking temperatures every morning, every night when you went home from set. Your specific paperwork. We asked all of our don't go out clubbing and partying on your days off. Pretty please. We were fortunate enough that everyone listened and complied. So thankfully, on a 22-day shoot with we didn't have a single outbreak. Everyone was safe. We did our things. We worked both with vaccinated and unvaccinated people. We distanced. We followed the protocols, but we didn't force anyone to vax, something that I am vehemently against.
Okay. So I did notice that the movie is set in New York. Is that where it was filmed, in New York? No?
Jersey cheat all the way. And this is going to sound terrible. There's only the graveyard scene is actually in New York. Yeah, we ran,
Okay.
a quick run and gun while we could, but the 8% of the movie is shot in New Jersey, and we shot Union City, North Bergen, Wayne, Fort Lee, Jersey City, a little bit in Weehawken. So we really utilized New Jersey for all that we could. And truthfully, I want to say features have all been Jersey jobs. I'm a big supporter of the state, the tax incentives, and bringing as much work as we can home. A quick commute from Manhattan, so we can get New York actors or New York crew easily done in Jersey, or help influence the money spent in Jersey, then by all means, I'm of reasons. But primarily because it's putting money in our communities where we live. It means a lot to me.
Okay, that's amazing. So when you say that he brought you the script, was it like a finished product, or were you able to kind of like throw in any of your own like ideas because it was brought to you?
I always try and throw in some questions. If they're taken, great. If they're not, then that's cool too. This is going to sound, may sound odd to people. Every chance I get, things for movies, cursing and guns.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. So, I was pulling out the gun a little bit too much. We got enough gun violence in this country. Add to it. So ultimately, what I do is I say, listen, man, I've been doing stunts for 25 years. I can take a punch. I can do, flips and falls and all knife fights, all this fun. Let's into the equation instead of gun violence. So when we do use a gun, which is always in the movie, it's exceptionally violent, and it makes a greater. I personally think a good fist fight is a lot of fun, and really need to drop the F-bomb to get my point across. I can easily, with total inflection, emotion, and aggressive physical things that I think paint a picture of a family to see without being embarrassed. At the end of the day, brothers and sisters and kids and parents to be able to see our movies. So let's do something we feel proud of and not embarrassed by.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. It's a great stance to have, and I really respect that. So, as a character in this movie that had a lot of struggle with addiction and whatnot, what is it that you're hoping audience will get from this film?
At the end of the day, first and foremost, be entertained. Do you enjoy it? At the end of the day, two features together now, and we've got a slate of films coming up. We're about making movies that people can enjoy. What we like is we feel that we left a lot of called Easter eggs, if you will, clues, attention you pick up on, and I want you to guess along. I want, in an ideal world, to try and catch the killer before we do. That's the ideal. That's always first and foremost, make a movie that people can enjoy. Truly gravy. And when I say gravy, we do comment socially relevant issues, whether it's activism or a few other things that giving away the story. So you'll just have to watch. But we do so in a manner that said, this is what it is. I'm not going to force your hand. We're not going to anything. We're not going to try and make some comment or polemic. We're going to show you what this world is, and you decide from there. We were, again, fortunate enough to put the dialogue in the hands of truly skilled actors of all shapes and sizes that really reflect what the tri-state area is. And then let that set as well here. This is the truth about the situation. Now, do you agree? Here for you to decide. And I like filmmakers that do that. Sheridan fan, who always is able to infuse his scripts and dialogue with comments on American society without ever getting heavy-handed. And that's what we try and pull off.
Okay. I agree. I watched it. I loved it. I'm so excited for people to be able to watch it. So how does it feel to be accepted into the Garden State Film Festival?
Well, I love Garden State. This will be my third time there. Tom and I were there last with Splinter, and we were fortunate enough to win the Best Homegrown Feature Award for Splinter. And then I was there 2 years short called 16 Minutes. It is one of my favorite film festivals. The way it's run, the organizers are great. It's just of skilled filmmaking at the festival. Like, I'll see 10 or 12 movies. I truly try and see as much as possible. And I'm always wowed by the wealth of talent is in attendance, in competition, and they're from all over the world. You know, whether last year was Ireland that we buddied up with, and then there was another team from Germany that we were hanging with. And then, of course, local guys from Staten Island, and guys from Brooklyn, and guys, from Pennsylvania. And so it's always where we want to bring our babies shot here premiere. This will be its world premiere. I believe it will be the only play. We've got distribution deals already, and we're just to bring it home to a Jersey audience at a festival that we really love. Their audience to what we think is a fun film prior to globally, where it'll screen in. It's got distribution deal in Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia right now, and then and this year in May, which will hopefully sell European territories for us. And then we have Ramsey 2 and 3 already written. Chris has been
fantastic.
Busy, as have I, and we'll have to workshop them. And it's like, well, that's really expensive, Chris. Let's see if we can tone that car chase down. Not driving right. That's a lot of what indie filmmaking is, and I'm sure all of filmmakers at your festival will agree with this. It's like part of it is how to tell in an interesting manner despite the financial limitation. Car, I can't blow stuff up. We've got to be very careful about how, and as a result, this is part of what I love working with is he's always got these really kind of wild and crazy. It was like, well, what if we do this? And him and I sat down with the script, and it's like, we got a lot of driving sequences. This is like, how do we change this up? hence that one scene at the top of the show, checking the oil under the hood. Okay, there, instead of that yet another driving sequence. And we were able to break things up. And that's when you're really happy, when you find a team that you all kind of gel with and able to come up with these answers to seemingly really difficult problems.
Well, I'm so excited to be able to watch your film. Can you remind our viewers of when and where your film is going to be
Well, thank you for watching and
premiering?
tuning in. We screen at the Cranford Theater in Cranford, New Jersey. It's a Saturday night, 9 p.m. It's primetime time slot. It'll go to Q&A and all of that. And then without a doubt, there will be an after party. So please buy your tickets now. It's only a 200-seat house. Our last few screenings have all been sold out. Please buy your tickets in advance and join us.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Unfortunately,
Thank you
Tom
for having us.
driving, but I'm so looking forward to the screening.
A pleasure. Thank you so much.
Take care. Have a great day.
You as well.
Thank you.